Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer and pumpkin attack! Welcome to the stream, everybody! Thank you very much for the scrolling in Purple Woodland. No thank you for the bugs that are going into my code. Thank you very much for the subscription, Jaded Mew. I know it is not often that you are here because you've got stuff going on, but I appreciate that you would subscribe at all, let alone for, like, as long as you've been able to. A 44-month streak. That's a lot of this nonsense, isn't it? It sure is. That means you get cards. Sorry, dem's the rules. If only I had not made them up. So, you know, Angel or Tinkerbell. Take your pick. We'll do some of that as we go through the stream. What are we streaming? Well, I'll tell you what we're going to stream. We're going to stream some programming, is what we're going to stream. Now, it is that one, and then that one. There we go. So, it is what is colloquially called Mine Day by Rixtress and myself. The 21st of October is when we began our relationship, so the 21st of each month is Mine Day. So I thought that what I would do is, the first thing we're going to do today is a little something that will be a treat for Rixtress. You guys will like it as well, I think, but this is for Rixtress, okay? Okay. Or actually, no, the first thing I was going to do, I was going to show off something that we're going to be seeing a couple times today, I think, and that is... and that is the rem command. Rem stands for remark, which means this line doesn't do anything. Second line. 40, go to 10. Run. See? I just completely ignores line 20. It's good for commenting your code so you know what's going on, particularly with the bigger projects. Yeah. So, we might be seeing that a time or two today. First thing we're going to do is make this thing make 1 to 26 and mode 0. Why not? I keep forgetting to... exactly! We use comments to make clean code so we know what's going on in our code. Because sometimes you look at it and you go, I wrote this and I don't know what it says. And then... which one is multiply? That one is multiply. So what this is doing, we are making C equal to 2 plus a random integer multiplied by the number 14. CPC wasn't very good at doing random integers. It mostly made patterns out of them. But for what we're doing, it's fine. For B equals 400 to 1, step minus 4, plot A, B, and C. A, B minus 2, C, C, plus a random number multiplied by 2. Also, hi, let me know how volume mix is going, because I will just jam out the Echo the Dolphin this whole time and not even care. 70. Nope, next B. Next A. For B equals 0 to 400. Step 2. We are indeed owed some cardboard crack. What I'm going to do, we'll open up some cardboard, while this program's running and doing its thing. How about that? That way you get a treat. Sloth gets a treat, because we're back on the gay train, and there's cardboard. Everybody wins. What am I doing? Line 80 is what I'm doing. 4x, nope, cx equals 1, 2, 2, 4. Oh, Kibbits, this is for sure ancient sorcery. It is an updated version of Parados, but at the same time, no, this was like 1984 sort of times. So, yeah. I didn't yet, but I will. Empirical. I will watch that. Not after this, immediately after this, because I've got... Oh, that's my equals button. That's the CPC's equals button. For A equals 2 to 15, ink A 26. Call that one. There you go. Ink A 0. Next A, next X. Plot 0, B 1, draw 640 by B by 1. Yeah, I gotta go fetch a Too Good To Go bag after this. It was £3. Starbucks is gonna give me more than £3 worth of stuff, so I'm in. We're good. Next B. While Inky is that. And then end. Right. Hopefully, this will do what I want it to do. It doesn't. Syntax error in 50. That's why, that's why. Yes, wend is the end command for Locomotive Basic. I believe it was ZX Spectrum Basic used just stop. All caps, stop. C equals C plus a random number multiplied by 2. Alrighty, I'm going to open the next packet, and the thing, which is Angel. Let's have a look, see what's in this here packet, while this is doing its thing. These cards are from you. How's it going, everybody? Thomas, from Pocahontas. I kind of feel like I could put together a Pocahontas deck with just the cards that we have here, because Thomas is, like, 1 drop, no attack, 4 defense. That's a good groundwork card, you know? Lumpy the Heffalump. Kind of expensive, but I feel if we use some, like, yellow cards, we could probably get this card out cheaper. It's a cute card, though. Maui, sliding down a snowy mountain. I feel like Maui would not know what that is. But there you go. Rixtress, I made it snow for you! So much snow, it's filling up. Pretty cute, right? So what this program did was draw a bunch of lines at randomly changing colors at random intervals, and then cycle those colors black to white. Squeaks the Caterpillar is next up. Another one with no attack. This is a very low attack pack. That's the opposite of what I just said. Amos Slade, who's the trapper from The Fox and the Hound. I'm snowed under! Help! Ah! Thank you, Rixtress. Cena is next. And Taran is after that. This is a really cute card, like art-wise. There's lots of greens, oranges, purples. Good color mix, I find. It does make sense to Mew. I can't imagine Mew just being an all-out attacker. They're probably a support main. Positive. And that's speaking of, Chief Powhatan is the next one. This character cannot challenge, but he has strong attack, so you can use support for that character. And then when it gets to the top of the screen, end. It's pretty cool. Oh, Darkwing Tower is the next one. Whenever an opposing villain character is banished, you may ready a character here. If you do, they can't quest the rest of them. That's a good one, specifically going after evil. Darkwing Duckwood. Duke Weaselton is next up. A character named Stegmut, which I have to keep rereading that one over and over again. And finally, the shiny card in this one is Bisexual Icon Li Shang. That's a shiny card. Do you know what, Rixtress? I am going to open yours now, if that's okay, because the next one that I have like geared up code-wise. No, it's 42 lines. Can we wait for 42 lines of code for me to open a card pack for you? Or would you like to go now? Also, heck, this is a... What color was Duke Weaselton? That is a steel card. So, grey/black. Andy is playing RE1 and is a genius. When I was in high school, we had the song, based off the one from Doug, and it went RE2, Killer Classroom. Anyway. Right. This one's a game. 6, 2, 4, 1, 2, 6, 1, 5, 3. Pardon me, everybody. Let me go quiet while I copy some things. Let's enjoy this contemplative music, shall we? Alright, 129, 191. Two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 255. So we're going to stay in mode 1 for this one, just in case we weren't doing that before. We're going to set the screen to black, the usual, the classics. 8, 2, 6, and paper 0. 40. Locate 1, 1. Using the first pen, print. Surely that's not the way that is spelled. The guy who wrote this program. Have you made a typo in your own code? Possibly. I'm going to correct that. There we we go. There you are, you idiots. And then, oh gosh, I can't read that. Is that a semicolon? No. Like that, I believe is what that says. If not, put a stitch marker in that, and we'll do something with it. Well, there's your thing, Rixtress. There are many Untitled characters that you can choose from in Lorcana, of a variety of colors. A lot of hey cards. Like, I think every color has at least one, I'm pretty sure. Also, as we're going through, Angel or Tinkerbell. How about that? Please choose. U8 for print 1. That looks like that. That looks... If it's wrong, I will fix it. There you go. She's ready to go. Blue-green. Yeah, you can get some good color combos with that. I have some good items you might want to add with that. The Inkwell. Ink Geyser is a fun one. Just nope, nobody has any ink in their hand now. Okay, to 150. Incidentally, are you coding today? Is anyone else coding, having fun? I know Sloth's being a genius, because they are, but, you know, what else are people up to today? Use that. So I'm 80. League of Legends is a coder, not a coder, and has no idea what's happening. Alright. Though you said you were a coder and you're looking at this confused. So am I! Empirical is Honkaiing. Honkai. Haha! I always get this the wrong way around. Is that the one that Quaka plays? Or is Quaka Genshin? I know it's one of the two. That's a typo. So Lee, what this is Locomotive Basic. This is the AMStream CPC terminal. This is what it looked like when you turn it on. And one of the things that the AMStream CPC did was you could enter your own code, write your own games. In fact, take code that other people had written, and you type it in, and then you just get that game. How about that? It's free. And that's what we're doing here. What are we trying to do with it today? Well, first of all, we made it snow. I drew a snowstorm for Rixtress. And this, we are making a game. So right here, if Inky47 is 0, then clear the screen, else run 120. If Inky47 means if somebody presses the space bar, I think. Shouldn't that be a 1? Hell, screw it. Code drunk, debug sober. And then, what did we say? Remark. Yeah, actually, you can do it lowercase, but it will automatically capitalize all the variables and stuff that it needs to. It's clever like that. Speaking of variables, 150. So what this line is doing is setting up all the variables that the code is using, or has used previously, and will use going forwards. So if you take a look at line number 90, print Centi. Print the variable that is in Centi. Currently, 0. But as we play the game, that variable is going to tweak and tinker around and change, and that's how we're going to get to that. Main program. Doesn't matter if that one is a syntax error. I spelled that wrong on purpose. And okay, X1. I've done a bit of programming. Rixtress is more programmer than I am. This is me just... I used to really enjoy doing this on the CPC, and apparently I still do, which is why I'm back here doing this again. It's just cool to show off, like, hey, this is what I was doing. Instead of, like, learning social skills as a kid and making friends, I was teaching my CPC how to play Hey Jude by the Beatles. This is indeed where the CPC in my name comes from. What you will occasionally see is me making typos like that. I need plus. On my keyboard, that is plus. On the Amstrad keyboard, plus is... where is plus? It is... there. And character 254. And what we're doing here, so this is the specific code of the game. This is telling it, here's what to do in this instance, in that instance, in the other instance. So if the road is this variable or this state, then do this, that state, then do that, and so it goes on. Line 210, if road equals... Excuse you. If road equals 3... Yeah, okay. 210, if road is 2, then locate. So, locate tells the console where to put stuff. So, locate x, 1, go to whatever the variable of x is on the top row, and using pen number 2, print the character 254. And you can print 255. This music sounds like I'm coding in a jungle under the threat of death from curare poison. Please be kind to me. I like frogs. Zero, then go to 240. If this string has the chance to develop a random number that is 0, we don't want a random number that is 0. So if it does that, it calls itself and goes again. Go to 240. Line 250. Times 20 plus 1, y is, and then a random number multiplied by 20 plus 1. So this is dealing with how to move the character left and right. If in key 1 is 0, then locate A, B, print nothing, and then increment A by 1. So if you push the left key, move your character left by 1 and put a blank space where the character was. Same deal. Line 270. if Inky is 8, and locate A, B, print, and A equals A. Where's the minus button? Shift and 0? No, it's not. That one? That one. -0, -1. So, if you press... Yeah, so if Inky 1 is pressed, so if you press the right arrow key, increment whatever is on the x-axis by 1, i.e. move your character to the right. Line 270, if Inky 8, left arrow, is 0, then locate A and decrease it by 1. Move your character to the left. There were, I believe, like, 280, excuse me. Crash detection. Good save. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they're like visual studios that just let you do this in a sort of code buildery way. I never had one. All the things that I did were I typed it in like this. There was one. There was the 3D construction kit, which I never had, and there was one which I don't believe was on the CPC. I might be thinking of something else. It was called GRAC. The Graphic Adventure Creator. And it had a whole bunch of like pre-built sprite characters, and it just let you connect rooms with arrows and be like, you are in a cave, where are the exits? And then you just put little nodes on that thing, and that's what the arrows were. That was a lot of fun to play with, if I could ever get the hang of it. I might have been on my Amiga, whichever Amiga it was. I mostly played Lemmings 2 and Leisure Suit Larry 3. Not knowing what it was. 26. T is a test. If the player crashes, play a tune, and then go to line 10, which is the start of this game. So, rather than just being one and done, it will loop back into itself and go to the title screen. 300... I've skipped the line. Well, that's actually fine. Nothing we can't salvage, because all I need to do is that. That's actually line 320. Line 3. What a maroon. If T equals 3, then sound 110. Score equals score plus 10. If you pick up a pickup, go but-up and scote, score, and increment the player's score by 10. T equals 1, and then sound 155, 15. What? Score equals a score plus 1. And B equals a B plus, minus 1, excuse me. 5, 15, 3, 2, 1, j equals j plus 1, score equals score plus 1, b equals b minus 1. Okay, cool, that is correct. So this is the line that I was supposed to have typed earlier. If t equals 2, then... Three ones go to 10. I'm gonna warn you guys, this sound is gonna sound wretched. The CPC was not very good at making nice sounds. At least not in the basic. One program that I did have was called Boo Tracker. And it was, I think it was to introduce kids to the idea of how the CPC worked. The idea was that you had three little ghosts, and they all hung out together, and they could all sing, but you could only have 3 ghosts in the choir. As in, the CPC only supported 3 sound channels, so you can't have anything more than that. That's what that's how you make music in this thing. You can only have 3. Nope. R&D multiplied by 26. There we go. Add 1 centimeters equals centimeters. Plus 1. 60 centi equals centi plus 1. 370 if. Oh, no, don't you be making that sound at me. I know what these buttons are for Amstrad CPC. Please don't crash 38 lines of code into this. I'll cry. Rixtress over here like 38 lines of code. You're adorable. I know. I'm glad you think so. 0 cent is 0. 390. If B is 5, then clear the screen and go to line 410. If not, go to 170. 410. Print. You congratulation. You only get 1 congratulation. We have no time. No time. Please, dear God. Alright, Centithief. You have eaten no ants. You have traveled no centimeters. Press the spacebar. Heck! Syntax error in 200. If road equals 3, then locate y1. Hey! Hey, we got to line 200 of 420. Blaze it. Alright, line 200. Unjustified reversion. Once again, my dude, I remind you that this stream is cheap. It's free even. You just come hang out. I don't mind. Right. 200. If the road equals 3, then locate Y1, Inc. 3. PE, PEE, colon, pen 3, print, characters 227. What is that error? Road equals 3, then locate Y, 1, Inc. 3. There it is. There it is. There's what the error is. Do you see what the error is? I can tell you what the error is. I can tell you what the error is. This right here is and. It's not and. It's and. Could you see the mouse on the screen? No, you couldn't. I'm doing my own thing. Everything's fine. Right. 3, P, PEE, and pen 3, then print character number 227. Go. Run. Woo! Hooray! You ate no ants, but you traveled 35 centimeters! I ate no ants, but I traveled 27 centimeters. Hey, look at that! Right, do we feel justified in how we typed this? I feel justified in how I typed this. Yeah! Look at that! Level 2! Oh, I'm so happy that worked. Thank you very much, Ollie. I'm not gonna lie. I was saying this to Rixtress this morning. I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning because I had to go to work. And I said to her on my break, I don't know how this is going to work. Gosh, I hope Ollie is there. Please check my code for me. But there was one error, and I found it. I used a wretched colon instead of a comma. I'm gonna celebrate by opening this pack of cards. Rixtress, these cards are for you. Because you paid for it. Nakoma, which is also from Pocahontas. That's her friend. So, League of Legends. I collect Disney Lorcana cards. I play the game as well. And I have this thing where bit donations and subscriptions, even gifted subscriptions, I open a pack of cards, and then I tell you what's in that pack. Because, like, it's very easy to feel like you are... Yay, you click the subscribe button, you're a drop in a bucket, right? Especially with Twitch being how it is, like this. Gotta get those Bezos bucks. So I like to do this and be like, hey, here is a short-term reward. I get cards, which is great. And also you get the knowledge of hey, I open these. Sloth, have you been paying attention? Excuse me. I just wrote this. I'm a massive nerd. Morgana Macabre is the second one. There's a couple of her in this deck. This is the cheaper one, which is great. Agnar from Frozen. Workable. I need a couple of these cards for a deck that I'm thinking of working on. Good times, good times. Aladdin, but on green. Rare to see the green Aladdin. Mr. Lou, first of all, great name. It's Dick Dale and his surf rock. You love to see it. This was me when I was younger. Sit me down with that big rainbow-colored book, and I will type out the codes. My dad used to do it as well. Because that book told you things like, hey, here's how to draw a circle. Here's how to draw a circle at random intervals. Here's how to draw the points of a circle. And he would work out what to do from that. He made us a tape of games as well. Like, he got all the type-ins from Amstrad Action. He was like, I'm going to type these in for my kids. They're going to love them. We have Stitch on caffeine. Sorry, Rixtress, this is a steel card as well. Yeah, Mickey Mouse. Education or elimination? I'm gonna have to look it up. Apparently this song is called Lack of Education. I don't remember any songs in Fox and the Hound except for the sad one when she leaves him behind. Card called Splatter Phoenix. Scrooge's Counting House. Which is great. Very cheap to play, but the boost ability is just make it stronger. Make it stronger every single turn. Make it stronger and stronger and stronger. Kristoff's Loot is a rare card. Oh, Rixtress. Rixtress, this is the exact card that I wanted from this deck. It's Darkwing Duck. Whenever this character quests, put an item card from your discard on the bottom of your deck. If you do, you may play an item with cost 5 or less from your discard for free. Amazing. And the shiny card for this one is Maui, sliding down the snow again. Thank you very much, Rixtress. I got some good cards today. Alright, let's play this game again. Quickly! Don't fall behind the rest of my centipede friends! You coming with me? We gotta protect the queen or whatever. I don't know what centipedes have. Oh, there's a bug in my code right there. I think we traveled more than 8 centimeters, I think you'll find. I mean, there's several bugs in the code. It's a centipede game. Alright, Mr. Lou, let's that's what that is. Nope. 10. Deg. Put it in degrees mode. For a number equaling 0 to 360. Alright. Multiplied? Oh, I put a 36! Heck! Yeah, I only do a bit of a circle. That's fine. Sine of n multiplied by 100 and the cosine of n multiplied by 101 and then next run. Whee! Percentage of this circle that has loaded versus percentage of this circle that has not loaded. Oh, You love to see it. Ollie, we were stitching together several centipedes. Centipede. You're quite right. Insomnia Aaron. Hey, hello, how are you? Oh, what's the next one? How long are you? Good. What's this? This is me programming. Kind of. Is that the end? That's the end. Oh my god, I have this on my code? How long have I got to do this? I've got like an hour and 15 minutes. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. Alright, let's go! And your boy makes an error on the first line. Nothing happened. That's what I wanted to do. What is the difference between coding and programming? That's a good question. I think it's just a symbol of, like, a sign of the times and how, like, language changes. Like how games aren't authored anymore. You never see, oh, this game was authored by Greg Smith. I gotta tell you, the formatting for this typing is really wild. Randomize time rand. So the way I look at it, it's this is coding, right? I am typing code into the machine and a game's gonna fall out at the end. But, like, programming is, like, if I have a device in front of me. In a lot of my English schools, anyway, we had the Roma, which was this little, essentially a Roomba. And you had to, like, type instructions into its back and it would follow them. That's programming. You have to program it to go around the place. On break, go sub line there. Codegramming is, that's what Strongbad would call it. Oh yeah, look at all of them variables, right? Also, DG, hi, welcome on in. I mean, Ollie, I think Rixtress is pretty cool. I will admit, I'm slightly biased, but, you know. 1, 2, 3, 28, 28, 28. What? No worries, thank you very much for the lurk. I appreciate this isn't for everyone. We're just hanging out and vibing right now. Not vibe coding. I considered calling it that, but then I thought, nah, people will show up and be like, ah, you're not a real boy. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and then 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. 4 of you. Line 90. Ah, jeez. One, two. What are we on? 90? That one. 1, 2, 3, 7, 1. Eight and 2, 5, 2. Yeah, me still. So I had that. That's how I made it play Hey Jude. Was essentially reading sheet music and transcribing that sheet music into the sound commands. And I was mentioning I had a program called Boo Tracker, which let you drop notes on the stave, or I think it had like a drum box as well. So it would just run the thing left to right, and you could just go. Kicks on the 1. 7 and 11. Snares on the 5 and 13. Nerd. Alright. Eight. 4. Okay, I need a lot of 254s over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 of those. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully, oh, what? What a stupid place for a line break. Hang on, where's my stitch marker? 140. Right, that's like that, just so as I know what I need to do next when I come to edit that line. Line 150. So what this is doing is setting up a whole bunch of graphics. And I'm drawing things. You can't tell, but I'm drawing things. And line 140 will still work-ish. It just looked weird, so I'm going to have to fix it when I'm done. Alright. Oh, jeez, is this emergency music going through? Because the monitor does not like that. Are you playing an OGG file? Almost certainly. OBS does not like that. 170. Right, symbol. This one is I don't know if anybody caught that. But I went, game? Like I'm playing a game right now. I'm writing a game right now. It's fine. 2 on 2. Heck. Oh gosh, now what was the... Ollie, remind me, how do I renumber that? Renum 108 to 180? Hang on. Let me get my Oh my god, it is! I'm a genius! Edit 108, then just change the line number, press enter, then delete. Do you know what? I'm 18 lines into this. I can tinker around with it now. Pull that up there, pull that up there. Edit 140. Well, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Do over! Don't expect me to do too many of those. I'm 5 minutes in. It's fine. This is why I put on my stitch markers and do it all at the end. Do you know what? I grew up with the CPC. You'd think I'd have way more patience than I do. Nope. Alright, 10. Mode 1. Symbol after 2, 3, 6. Where's my thing gone? That quick reference, that quick reference, that quick reference. Cool. That's going to be me when I do the timestamps for this VOD. Typing this game, and then a second line break. Typing this game, but I got it right this time. What are we doing? BC02. CPC did have a command that let you renumber lines, and that's the one that I just mentioned. It's I'm going to type this out in chat. So you would go, this is already the third start over on this code. It sure is, Ollie. So previously what I would have done, renum 108, 180, like that. And what it would do is it would change the number of line 108 to 180. And then if you're really smart, what you could do here is you could do renum 10, 5, 5, I think is the code. And what that would do is it would change this one to 5, and then all the others in increments of 5. We number this to that in steps of that. Dad used to like doing that one. Also, the joy is not lost on me that my dad sat down and wrote this when I was but a wee babby gamer. I was like 4 when he wrote this out. Hi, here's me also writing this game out. 000 28 28. This is was it Open Water? Open Water from Echo the Dolphin, but like the Sega CD version. Not as good as the Mega Drive version, I don't think. Alright, 238, 248. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. 4 of those. 4 of those! Oh, and this one was Cold Water from the Mega Drive. This one scared me because the water was always really murky and there was those massive snow crab things that were just like, surprise! And they just get you. You know what I need, and what this type-in has? It's got the typewriter annotations, but like, I don't have typewriter. I wish I did. 8. Eight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A typewriter is pretty cool. Yes, you're not wrong, Sloth. The program typewriter, as in writing something to correct something, what it does is, do you know what? I will show you at the end of this program. That's what I'll do. It puts a little checksum at the start of every line of code, which the CPC completely ignores, but you, the programmer, know that it's there. And you can look at it while getting it right. So like okay, line 120. Capital P, lowercase q, capital B, lowercase o. If that is the checksum for this line, I know that I have typed it in correctly. And that's what typewriter does. Also, you're watching me do this? Thank you. I mean, if you want to go that way, Ollie, I watch you put numbers in boxes, and we just hang out and chat and say, 6, 7 is silly. Stop doing it. Stop doing it, tiny child. You'd think she'd be bored of it. She's not bored of it. Right, now what we do is we go over here on my sheet of paper. So you become $32.0. That's the error that I made before. Because there's a line break, which turns into a column break. What the hell? You know what, Ollie? That actually does sound like a good time. I would go to a typewriter museum, because I bet that's one of those things where you go there and, like, I never even thought about this. I never even knew that. And then you learn things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you become 127. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. This is the easy part as well. There's all code coming up next. I gotta figure out that. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 3 of you. You then become... Incidentally, this is where it's really hard to get sprite ropes from the AMStream, because a lot of the games didn't use sprites. A lot of the games just said, alright, here are these specific pixels that I want to look like this. And then they just sort of slid around. Two, 248 and 240. Right, that I do believe is all the graphical data that I'm going to need for now. Am I happy with line 150? Ah, damn it! No, I'm not. 150. It's fine. So my chat, I've put a little note in my chat. Stitch marker. Right there. Edit 150. Right. 220. This is why I'm glad that you're here, and you know a little bit more about what I'm doing than I do right now. This font is not helping either. You. Rixtress mentioned last time that, hey, she got really annoyed at a font and she changed it and she thought of me. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy that that's the case. I mean, also, Ollie, you're probably right, that will work because it's just an errant comma. Oh, there's two! There's two errant commas! No, I'm not at all happy with that. I'm gonna go back and edit that. 345 plus that. 246. And that. It's something that I do wonder about. Like, you guys have mentioned, oh, Cass has got no patience. Where did that go? Like, I'm more patient than a lot of people I know, and I also have more, like, bigger attention span than some people I know, but I'm also thinking a tiny child in this instance, right? She's... Man, if it hasn't made the Vine boom sound effect in 30 seconds, it's not funny. Next video, please. You do that. Nope. Do that. I can see why that would be the case, Ollie, but you know what? I'm grateful for YouTube, or at least as it was, because that has led to... Shut up. That has led to me doing this. Like, I saw... It was just a guy playing Gunstar Heroes with his cousin, and like... Yeah. They were just chilling out, having a good time. And that got me into that whole sphere of people put video games on YouTubes. What? And you can sort of trace that down to what I'm doing right now, which is wild to think about. Later, geeks. Later, Mr. Lou. Tell me what you're having for dinner and rate that plate if I'm still doing this when you're back. Which is entirely possible. This could keep going. That's a very Tomb Raider noise, isn't it? Do you mean the clarinet? I might. What are you? You are... that one. Yes? Yes! Muscle memory. I'm gonna keep bringing it up every time I do the CPC streams. It's muscle memory. That and I just keep wanting to multiply things. It's fine. Don't worry about it. That. Line 270. It's a little frustrating that I keep forgetting where the buttons are and doing the muscle memory thing. But you know what? It's fine. We're going to get to where we're going to get to. And I'm also looking at the clock going, oh, dang, I got to go do something in a bit. String! Yes, get that right. That. And I like where I'm at in terms of, you know, what I'm doing on YouTube and what I'm doing on Twitch. I got some good friends. I got some good streams that I like hanging out in. People like hanging out in my streams and watching me just whisper code into the machine, and like hopefully a game's gonna fall out at the end of it. Nope, that's L. Multiplied by that, and that's... that one. Oh, we got some nice easy lines coming up. You're gonna like these lines coming up. I like these lines coming up. So, K1 2J. Then, A is that equals that. Yes. That's another one of the problems with using slightly more detailed and like intricate bits of code like this, because man, I'm going blind with iterations. Did you know? And then go next. 320. You are that. ASJ equals ASJ plus. Same deal. VS. V dollar sign. I need to stop saying it as an S because it's not an S, it's a dollar sign. Plus D. Next. That's a really nice story, actually. So, like, I've always really enjoyed doing video game content once I started doing it. Alright, here we go. Get ready. 340. 350. 360? Hell yeah, let's get that pace going. Like, it's one of those things, like, you never really imagine people would be doing, you know, Sudoku and stuff like that on Twitch, because it's very much, hey, come get your gaming, high-octane gaming, also there's boobs, and, like, but no, actually, there's, people enjoy when I, do crosswords. Like I say, I enjoy hanging out watching yourself do Sudoku and word puzzles of that ilk, because damned if I know how to solve most of what's going on. I think it's really impressive what you do. That one. 410. N equals n plus 1 next, n equals 0. You know, Ollie, I have some friends who are like that. Moo Moo Milkmaid, she does gaming stuff. But traditionally, she has streamed off a laptop in the past, and oh boy, that thing has melted into just a lump. The poor thing. Oh no, where's that button? That button, there we go. And then I mean, if you look at this, right? I'm set up as basic programming via Atari 2600 cartridge. 16.8k followers on Twitch. What? People like watching this? I'm amazed, and I'm really, really happy, because hey, there we go. 450. N equals n plus 1 next. For x equals 20 to 340, step 32. Did I already do that? No, I didn't. Step 32 and step minus 32. Oh, there. 460. Oh, I know why. Rixtress, that command always got me. Drawer. Move x60, drawer x 0320. Yes, good. On we go. 470. 80 to 60. Step minus 32. That's the thing as well, like, your stream, you've got regulars, and you've got people who know, like, all the tricks. 2, 3... Next, window hash 1 to 21 to 23, and pen hash 1 to 1. Yep. that one. Thank you very much. I feel like that needs a break in it, doesn't it? Not according to these notes. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Wow, look at me checking that I know the alphabet. We have the joke on stream, I'm not entirely sure that I can read, and it's because I say things like that. Yep. Alright, 530? No, already done 530. 540. Does 420 need a space before minus 320? Do you know what? These notes say no. Oh, however, I'm going to put a tentative, funny number note over here. Just so that I know to maybe look at the funny number note. 540. 59. See, I'm never ever confident with like minus steps in this thing. Irashaimase, everybody! Ninzi, you have come in at a hell of a time. We are speaking raw code into this machine. Thank you very much for the raid. Oh, playing Minecraft, heck yeah. This is nothing like that, although you could probably get Minecraft to play what I am currently writing. Print. G, H, I, J. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Yes. No, Rixtress. And I'm not sitting here with like, alright, raw machine code. But, I mean, you try and decipher half of this. You probably could, because you speak machine. I only have a passing understanding of what's going on. Mainly because I've done a couple of these before, and I know what I'm writing. So yeah, Ninzi, if you need to head out, go take care of yourself, do some post-stream decompression, whatever it is we're going to be doing. Minus 16. Yes, minus 16, same as everything else. We're working in increments of 8. Then go for it. Thank you very much for bringing your community over. If you would like to stick around, see what I'm doing, hey, cool. You're welcome to. Alright. Nope. 610 goes on the next line. $26, $40, $14, $25. Where's window 2? I already told you the port is down by the seaside. There's no need to shout. That's such a good sequence. I have a poster of that up on my wall. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Hey, guess what? It's another one of these. $670. Shh. It's very silly. Like the one time that I need a multiplication. I equals ND multiplied by 9. Z equals ND multiplied by 1. Oh, that's how that did that. That's a very clever way of doing that. So what this is saying is that if the computer tries to place its ship someplace that the ship can't go, nudge it over a little bit until it can. That's smart. And then same deal over here. If this is more than 9 and Z equals 0, then Y equals Y minus J. K equals 0 to J. Plus K, and that equals 1. The name sounds familiar, but I like, never mind Latin being a dead language, I speak Z80 machine code. Empirical Woodland was the Spectrum gamer. I had the Amstrad because my dad needed a computer that was affordable to do his university work. Then 680 else C X plus K and Y equals 1. I keep flicking over to the time, like we're making good time. I need to finish this so that I can go and do a thing. Nope. That one. Ollie, you weren't here for it. My sister found a Spectrum at her last job. She was clearing out the basement, and they got all this cool stuff in there. She's like, is any of this, like, useful to you? Print direction. Where's the question mark on this thing? Where it is on this keyboard, apparently. What's it doing down there? How about that? Oh, that's what that is. Okay. So that is, which direction do you want this thing to point? And then it will have a bunch of arrows, I do believe. Close that, that. That one is greater than that, set to that. The only one I remember is, I don't remember the silver thermal paper. I remember the white and green paper with the little sprocket holes on them, and you could tear them off. And my dad would hate it because my sisters and I would always tear them off and make like snakes out of them. Then how do we run it through the printer, everybody? I don't know. The irony of saying go sub when I'm playing Battleships. Spoilers, this is Battleships, everybody. And what we're doing is... this is like the section of how to draw our ships. Same deal as when the enemy was placed in the enemy ships. Sub 1540 and go to 790. Edit 820. Thank you. We've seen me trying to edit this on the fly. Ollie, what we'll do, I'm going to get to the end, and then I'm going to edit lines of code. Oh yeah, because I typed went, not wend. I see it. I see it. Thank you very much. $850 if D equals 242, then if A... I mean, this is one of the benefits of using basic in the way that I'm doing it, and a turbocharged CPC, wink, because normally you'd have to wait like 10 minutes for this thing to load, and only to get to the end and go, ah, mate. Error loading block 1. You jerk. Yeah, that one struck through, so that's like that. But with this one, then I can just press a button and go into hyperspace. It's great. HA plus K. That trips me up every time when it makes that horrible speaker beep. Go to 790 else. HA plus KB. That's that one. And then U equals 1. Apparently they're working on a new Echo the Dolphin game, or at the very least remastering the one this is from. I don't know if I'm into that. Oh, don't do that to me, code. That one. I'm getting there. The CPC is not currently on fire. More like, I am with my code. Alternate turns. This is comment code. I don't even need to do this bit. It's fine. I mean, I do need to do this bit because there's a lot of go-tos, and if I change a single one of these lines, then these go subs and go-tos are just going to fall over and explode. Excuse me? Hey, guess what, everybody? The rest of the code's missing. But I know where to find it. I know where to find it. Right, what are you? You are July 1991. So that would be... that one. So what I've been doing is I have been snagging a lot of these codes from Amstrad Action. What are you, July 91, page 25. What is the third word on the second line of the fourth paragraph? Dang, this game's bigger than I thought it would be. I regret everything. Save that down there. Open that. Is that the next one? E-type is the next line. Yes, that's the next line. Alright, we have got... We are most of the way there. The last line of code is 1,550. So, like, we're getting there. The only problem that I'm gonna have is I genuinely I do have to like step out. What I might do is just hit the be right back screen for 10 minutes or end the stream and come back in like 10 minutes. Nope. I mean, to be fair, if some of this code goes quickly, then, you know, everything will be fine. If not, I can chop it down on YouTube's doodad. Save a snapshot from an emulator is absolutely faster and easier. Depends what my timetable is going to look like next week. We'll see, huh? What are we on? 1060. Locate 46. Nope. Print. Another. Sorry, Wolf isn't here to ask that question. 1070. I thought I would be a little faster than this, or that the code was a little smaller than this, but that's what I get for, you know, not fully checking that this was going to work. But hey, I made it snow for Rixtress on Mine Day, and then, hey, I'm happy. Mode 1, call... There's a little keyboard cheat sheet gone. Down there. Call. And then this is your... I like how I'm doing this code well, but like... sometimes when I'm typing the English language, it just doesn't work. This was from Echo 2, but it doesn't actually play. It's called Convergence. And he's used pieces of music from the past and the future of that game. And it's a shame it's not used, because it's pretty good. What an odd line of code. I wonder why it is written like that. Anyway, you print that. Like C, B, A, am I right? A, then H is H plus 1. If H equals 14, then dest equals -1. Stitch markup. No, Todd, don't even worry about it. I appreciate that you are here. Thank you very much for checking in. Alright, what are you? Comp move is what this is. How was work? Work was alright. I was given way too much to do in way too small of a time frame. This is a recurring thing. But I got done everything that I could get done, and realistically, nobody can fault me for that. If you want it, if they wanted more done, then give me more time. How about yourself? How are you doing today? Sorry if I get a little stop-starty and, what I like to say curt sometimes. This is like my third try doing this. I am a lot further than I was at the start, and I'm getting close to the end. But, like, go to 1320. And I would just like to get to the end, because I gotta go get something. I gotta go pick something up. And I would like to do this in one go. But, you know how... well, I presume you know how coding do be. That minus... What even is that command? I'm gonna say that's a plus. I can't read that. I mean, it's a plus over this side, so that's going to be a plus. And then you go sub 1340, 1310. If F equals 1, then return. X equals n, y equals n, and hit equals hit plus 1. If hit equals s, then hit equals 0. And if f equals 2, then go to 1250. First thing I did was to make it snow for Rixtress. Thank you very much for the watch streak as well. Right, if that is that, if that's 1, if f equals I like how you can see the AMStream sort of pausing every time I enter a new line, where it's like, oh, I don't know if I like that. What do you mean I have to balance all this code on my head? No, thank you. I'm glad that that is the case, Todd. We're happy to know you too. Locate 1x 2 plus 2 and 1. You know what I may have to do, everybody? Nah, you know what? I got like 20 lines of code. I can write the next 20 lines of code. We'll debug it and run it next time. How does that sound? How does that sound to you all? Hopefully good, because that's my plan. That's what I'm gonna do. HM hash. It's not a hash. Stop calling it that. C plus 1, and if C is 14, then destroy is not right. 2 and return to wherever you came from. this is grid 1430. It's like that's 1440. I never know if AS is greater than J. I never know if I need to do this in that should be a quack bracket, not a standard bracket. I never know if I need to type this in uppercase or not. The 8-bit microcomputers got real fussy about that. No, we don't, because this changes whatever the key to whatever it is. Oh, what? Thank you, guy who wrote this. Print that and iterate. 1460. So yeah, this is the same as before, but using numbers, not grid references. Amazing. And B is... I say, oh, I've only got a few lines of code left. This is all like the hard data stuff. Dang. If that... is that, then print the character... that. Oh, I just remember what I was going to use for the next round of crossword music. And I'm pretty sure it was the same piece of music here that reminded me last week as well. Oh, it's cold and I can sort of feel my hands seizing up because I'm old. Also, it's getting kind of cold in my flat. Don't worry about it. That go to 1460. Minus 65, B equals value of B. Return to the go sub. Oh, heck, am I going to do this? I think I am. 15, 40, print. Sorry, no good. 1550 for... What's that, P? Oh, looks like a P. Well, P equals 1 to 1000. Next, return. Alright. There's like 4 lines of code that I need to debug at the very least. What I'm going to do, we're going to come back to this next time and see if it runs. How does this sound to you all? Hopefully good. I will maybe give myself a little more time next time. Alright? Cool. To be continued! Yeah, cliffhanger time. Give me a moment. Where's the button? What's that? Nope. That. Sure. Oh, okay. So throw that into the type-ins folder. This one. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to clear out that code. Oh, thank God! If you look. Oh, that snapshot works. Alright, cool. We'll come back to that next time. We'll debug it and run it and see what it does. Thank you very much for watching along, everybody. You guys are amazing. And I'm not going to go raid. Because I have to... Seriously, I have to run to go get something. Come back next week for more games. And until next time, goodbye!